previous episode, we left Hanoi for Ha Giang to spend 3 days on the back of a motorbike with an Easy Rider company on the Ha Giang Loop. On day 1 of this adventure of a lifetime, we drove through northern Vietnam's amazing countryside and beautiful mountain scenery.
And this is I'm actually quite emotional.
In the second part of this trip, we drive further into the Ha Giang Loop, taking in even more unbelievable scenery.
Number 1.
This is pretty special. Vietnam, what a day it's been. Mate, let's go.
Let's go!
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the second day of our Ha Giang Loop trip.
Good morning, everyone. So, this is day 2 of the Ha Giang Loop. Absolutely shattered. Okay, so just had a quick shower and freshen up because we didn't get one last night. So one thing we didn't show you, bugs flying around, is my room. So literally this will take 10 seconds, if that, because it's really small. It was literally a hut on stilts. So here's Jackie to show you around.
Hi, the shed, the doors, the room.
Done.
Good. Beds were comfortable actually. We had a fan in there. That was a bit of a joy last night because I wanted bed in there. And we got a quilt.
That was good.
But actually I was quite cozy. Yeah, that is the bedroom.
Done.
AKA shed.
But the fan on the wall, we couldn't figure out how it worked last night, so I went down to reception and she went round, she put the plug over because there's like a hole in the roof. The other side of the wall there's a plug for the fan, so she got me to plug it in because I'm taller. So I plugged it in and it just went on fire. I think the plug just melted. She was pulling us back, like, oh mister. I think she thought I electrocuted myself, but I didn't. I was just laughing because the whole thing just sparked and there was a geek flame. Yeah, it was quite funny. So anyway, we're going to leave in 25 minutes. We're going to go for breakfast here and then we'll be on the road again. The last night was a bit of an experience. There was some Danish kids in here last night, a massive group of them. And they were doing karaoke and stuff, and that went on till, it wasn't that late, it was about 10:30, but they were all obviously really drunk. And then when they started coming upstairs, they started playing music, shouting on. So by the time everybody come up, I think it was probably about 12ish before everyone settled down. But it felt to me like going camping. There was a campfire on, they were singing karaoke. It was a nice atmosphere, there was nothing untoward. Just feel pretty tired, but I mean some of that will just be from bombing around yesterday, and I slept okay.
So at breakfast we met up with our small party and other parties where we got to share stories about our first day on the Ha Giang Loop. And then we got our stuff together, packed up and hit the road for our second day on the Ha Giang Loop, which proved to be even more spectacular than the first.
So we've made a few stops to fly the fly cam, as he calls it. Stopped here near some rice fields in the back here. And you see in all different kinds of tribes with all different colours. What, Ming, what was the tribe called? The tribe? The red and black?
Yeah, it's Zhao people.
Zhao people?
Yeah.
Okay. And they've got black outfits and like a red headband. This side of the mountain must be their kind of territory. Because on the other side the colours are different. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I did.
They're all like brighter colours. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to move on. I've held people up enough. So just made a quick petrol stop and we've pretty much seen all sides of nature coming down that hill there. So I've seen a chicken with some chicks. Did you see that? Yeah. Then we've seen some piglets invading the road. And then seen a snake. It was right in front of us and it just leapt into the bush. Thankfully it didn't leap on us. I think I would have come off the bike, but just leapt into a bush. Never seen a wedding.
Oh,
you see the wedding?
Oh well, I guessed it was a wedding. I didn't know what was going on.
That's Ming says, oh yeah, it's a wedding. Yeah. We're all stocked up anyway, so we're going to shift on. I think we're going a dangerous route now. Said we're going to go a longer route and it could be a bit more dangerous if you're alright with that, he said. But I don't really think we had a choice. So, said the shorter way is 30. So better go on. So let's go. This is the more dangerous route. It's quite bumpy and hilly already. The views are pretty spectacular no matter what. This is scary. Some of the turns here. Already crushed my testicles. So you might not be pleased to know I've only got one testicle left.
Oh.
We went over a bump and I think I crushed both of them. I think one dropped out. Jesus, that road.
It wasn't even a road, it was just a dirt track.
Yeah, it was
good driving by them, mind you. We're never gonna.
Yeah, because I think what Ming was saying when we come over that path, that basically you could see the roads should have come on, but there must be something wrong with it, which is why it's come over. Must be a bit of a longer route. Our route I don't think was much better than whatever was wrong with that road. And this one's a bit dicey as well, it's really gravelly.
Yeah, it's dead dusty.
Yeah. So Ming's just been saying that here, you see the rocks are like darker. So I think this is the only place in the Ha Giang Loop that have these kind of rocks, and there's absolutely no water supply at all in this area. So if you go, there's a little shop here, so he said if you go to buy water there, they'll not let you have it because everybody comes here to buy water for their supply rather than like having a proper like tap water. And it is really dry here actually, this part. It's really hot today as well. No, it's been a bit of a different day actually today with the rice fields and just the different kinds of like rock, and yeah, it all looks a bit different today. Very bumpy.
Oh, I know. In my backside, I don't know.
Yeah,
my hands
I've got
like
pins and needles in my hands from gripping on because some of them roads will.
Yeah, I pretty much slid and I knocked him off the bike, I think.
I'm pleased with getting the easy riders because they've taken places that we probably would never have found. We probably would have just stuck to like a main road, whereas these are taken like off. Oh, did you see the mud house? There was was a mud house. So on the way through, it was like you could see all the bricks made of like mud. It was where we seen them big water buffalo on the road.
Oh, right.
We turned the corner on
I see that many water buffalo.
I know. It was the ones that were right in front of her, like on the road.
Oh, right.
There was a mud house on the left.
Oh, I didn't know. Super looking at the buffalo.
So it's really interesting to see all the different kinds of way they live here. Just all the different tribes and just the people that live in these mountains here. It's like, it's eye-opening, some of it. But it was good, the mud house. It was really well built. Yeah. These kind of views, man. It's looking right down. The one looks like a crater at the bottom. But these mountains are just unbelievable. It's just non-stop view. You just can't take it all in, can you? Everywhere you turn, there's just something different, different view. It's just non-stop, non-stop. Not good, Ning. Yeah. Oh, it's even a road. I feel like I've just gone through a washing machine, thrown in a tumble drying and then had sand thrown at us. That was something else. Arse is numb. Oh yeah. No balls. I need some ice for me. Testicles. Jesus. How did you find that?
Rough.
Oh, it's hard, wasn't it?
That's an experience.
Oh.
Butt is a bit squished, but
And then there's buses going up there and Jesus, that was tough. Stopped for lunch. How was that ride?
it was a heavy ride.
Dusty.
Very dusty, very bumpy. Not great when you need the toilets.
That was meant to be 15 minutes and it took about an hour and a half. So yeah, 15 minutes here is different to 15 minutes at home.
I didn't expect an hour and a half. But yeah, it was a long drive.
Absolute mess.
The riders did really well.
They did. I'm so, like I said, I'm so pleased we aren't driving this. We wouldn't have been able
Maybe we wouldn't have attempted.
No. I think we're going to swim in a river this afternoon.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Warming, having a lie down. He deserves it after all the bumps and grinds. Yeah, that's lunch done. Pretty much right on the border of China. We might be heading up further towards China, and then I think there'll be a river swim somewhere. So let's go. Ming, let's go. Let's go. Not a bad spot for a swimmer. Red hot today. Luckily we've been really lucky with the weather in terms of it's a lot clearer today. But this looks lovely down here. Coming down that mountain there, again, just What a place, man. What a place. You've got to add this to your bucket list.
Number one. Number one.
So it looks like we might be getting a boat onto the river. So this is like the canyon, just surrounded by massive mountains. So it looks like there's a marina down here with quite a few boats on. Let's see where we get taken on the boat. So it looks like we might get a bit karaoke on the boat. Chatty's gonna do some Shakira. Don't recognise that one. No, it's better than Penny Arcade. Reminds us very much of the Yangtze River in China, the gorges. We've nearly crashed. Well, we did crash into another boat and somebody nearly went overboard. So yeah, everybody got a bit of a heart attack there. I think I've had enough heart attacks for one day today. What do you think of the cats? Didn't expect this, like. No, didn't know there was like a boat trip on it. I've seen like trips that do them, but I've seen it like on a wooden boat rather than this. So this is a bit unexpected. I just thought we're coming for a swim. This is amazing.
Easy.
How many jaggies?
Oh, 5. I think this whole trip's like 5.
Yeah.
Another good day.
Yeah.
Need a bit more drivers today.
Yeah, it's been a bit more. Yeah,
it wasn't driving.
It's been quite bumpy as well.
Yeah, it's been a bumpy day.
It's been a tiring day. This is a reward for it. And then hopefully we'll get a nice refreshing dip somewhere, and apparently there's going to be a trek somewhere as well.
Oh yes.
Just to finish off the tired.
Just to finish off.
Okay, we'll stop for the swim. So it's this, what a backdrop, absolutely fantastic. So I'm just going to get my cozies on and go for a dip to cool off. It's boiling, absolutely scorching. There we go, had a nice pit dip there just to cool off, nice and refreshing. Swam in worse places. So, what's this place called?
Nho Que River.
Nho Que River. He's left his swimming cosy. Right, that was a nice little boat trip and a little swim, fully refreshed and ready for a trek. This is the gorge we've just been on the boat, but we're right up a height here. Amazing view. If you look at photos for Ha Giang, I'm sure this is one of the places, because you see the boats going down the river. Positive this is it here, the Nho Que River. Okay, so we've been dropped off for a bit of a walk. I think it's about a kilometre or so. Although what I've just read on that is 2 to 3 hours. So this is called the Sky Path, and you've got these absolutely amazing views. So we've just driven up this side of the mountain, and this is pretty much the gorge here. We just did the boat ride before, so this is just looking over towards China here, crossing them mountains the other side. The views are pretty spectacular, just like everywhere else in the Ha Giang Loop. So apparently we're only about 900 metres to 1,000 metres up at the minute, but looking across there it looks a lot more, and it feels a lot more. Struggling to breathe. We've got the sun just setting behind the mountains now. It's really quiet around here, it's beautiful. Just down here there's a bit of a weed farm. You can really smell it as well. There's loads of patches around, but I think it might be hemp rather than cannabis. Kind of got the same smell. And Ming was saying yesterday, stopped at a few places and it's like, oh, take a picture, but I think that's hemp rather than cannabis. Although I could be wrong. Right out here in the middle of nowhere, could be someone's personal stash. Hello. Hello. Thank you. So it looks like we're just walking through some proper tribal hill tribe villages now.
Goodbye.
We've walked all of this path through the village from behind that hill, so it's been quite a little walk, and we're getting higher and higher. So it's been a nice little stroll, stretch the legs after being on the bike, and we should be heading to the homestay when we meet our guides up the hill here. Been driving around trying to find a hotel because Ming's boss forgot to book when at the last homestay. Is this full as well? Are we in here or? Yeah, okay. So we've found some. We've been to 2 different places and there was no room, but we're getting in here, luckily. Got into a homestay after bombing around town for a little bit. It's alright actually, it's a lot better than the one we had last night. You might have done me a favour by not booking into the homestay, although it looked alright. Let Jackie show you around the room. There she is.
Hello. This is a nice room. So the room, got a high bed.
Comfy bed, although you've tested it.
Oh, it's so comfortable.
It's like a memory, oh it's like 2 isn't it?
2 mattresses, yeah.
It's like, be like 2 mattresses, yeah.
And it's like a really nice
Comfy, isn't it?
bed before.
Nice firm but
Very
comfy.
much. Yeah. A nice bathroom.
Private bathroom.
We have a shower. Yeah, no, we're not scrapping for the shower.
Aircon and a fan. Yeah, just the job it'll do for the night, won't it?
Yes.
So Ming's brought us to some local restaurant tonight, and we're having Hotpot by the looks of it. Not sure actually what it is, maybe chicken testicles. It might replace mine that I've lost today. Let's have a look at this. So we've got tofu, sweet potato, noodles, mushrooms, and it all goes into hot pot. And some kind of chili sauce. And then all the greens that go with it.
Forgettable, good for your head.
Good for your health.
What is it? Good?
Yeah, sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
Then go the rest of the mushrooms.
Tofu.
Oh, you're gonna love that, Jackie.
We put everything here.
Now we gotta talk. Cheers, yo! Happy water.
Are you ready?
Don't lose it.
From your
Thank you.
Lazy to cooking or thinking what we eat today. We make a hot pot and put everything.
spicy. This is the spicy one, is it?
Have many taste inside.
So this is a really spicy sauce with the beef. So the beef just pretty much gets dipped in. Quite sweet, but it's not. It's not fiery spicy, but it's all right. How's the hot pot, Jackie?
Hot. It's nice, really nice, yeah. Really good.
There's beef, there's pork, and another bit of beef. It looks like more like corned beef on part. The pork's absolutely beautiful. In fact, the pork is probably nicer than the beef itself. How many Jatties out of 5 are you giving the beef hot pot?
4.5.
4.5. It's good, wasn't it?
It's going to be something weird.
You can't die.
You can't die?
Can't.
Oh, it's good.
You can get high.
It's like dried, isn't it?
Berry? Cherry.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
Your creation.
Let's go party.
I sit by myself.
We smashed the karaoke. The locals put a fire on and just dance in the main square here for whatever reason, just have a party. And that's what this place is about. It's a constant party.
Vâng, quý vị ơi, buổi nào thì có cơ hội chia tay ạ. Và xin được cảm ơn toàn thể quý vị đã có mặt trong buổi tối ngày hôm nay. Tại các cái đá
So we just caught the back end of that party, and now we're being led somewhere else. God knows what's going on. But everybody's going up this way now. Oh, smoke! Oh, okay.
And it's not everybody. Everybody follow.
Yeah, so you're gonna have one cut.
Wow.
Yes.
It's like the Pied Piper. Still pissing himself off it. It's like the haven't got a clue what's going on. But I just being led astray basically. What is going on? We're not getting up tomorrow. How do you fancy your chances on the bike tomorrow?
I think we will have free beer.
Free beer?
At least we don't have to drive tomorrow.
True, true, very true. Free beer.
Hold on as tight as you can.
No, not joking.
It's free?
It's the king's free.
Butcherman's piss. Fucking crazy.
I don't even know what it is.
Savor that.
I did the same thing.
Everyone, please say Vietnam!
Camera is so much better than mine.
You've got him on the 60.
just tops everything off in a way, doesn't it? Yeah, great day. It's been an absolutely class day. We're going to summarise today, but
Not now.
there's no point because this is going to go on for a while, I think. So, if you've liked the video, and comment on the video, and we'll see you for day 3 on the Ha Giang Loop. See you later.
In the next episode, we set out on our 3rd and final day of our trip around the Ha Giang Loop.
Ming's just said this is his secret spot. He said to Jai, I think this must be where he brings the chicks.
We also get to see some tribe people and local village people. Our last day on the loop also takes a dramatic twist.
So we just had a call off Jackie, and Ben and his rider have gone missing. So I don't know whether they've had an accident or something. I hope everything's going to be okay.
And we run into problems with the law.
Stopped by the police.